Dr. Banerjee, epidemiologist, biostatistician, faculty member. And in this segment, I'm going to be going over an herb that I have in my possession. And one of those is prickly ash bark. Typically, I lecture and post videos on uh, scientific objects, and plants. But this is a considered more of an alternative medicine, but can be used as medications. Unfortunately, the FDA doesn't quite regulate these, so sometimes some of the herbs are not recognized. But this has been proved to be effective. Of course, if you're breastfeeding or pregnant, you shouldn't be using this. But let's go ahead and get started, and let me show you what Native American groups use this. So the Alabama, Cherokee, Chippewa, Comanche, Creek, and Delaware natives used to use this. Iroquois, Oklahoma, and Menominee use this. Meskwaki, Ojibwa, Pawnee, and Potawatomi use this. And basically among the Native Americans tribes that used common prickly ash for mostly medicinal purposes. So there's a lot of medicinal herbs that have gone away due to the variety of natives that are still remaining within the United States. So what are the circulatory ash? What types of characteristics, medicinal characteristics, does the ash bark have? Well, the circulatory system is one out of many. And so it's considered a circulatory stimulant used for poor circulation and cramps and conditions like rheumatism. And rheumatism is typically any sort of inflammatory condition that inflames everything. This is not particularly autoimmune, but anything that inflames everything is considered rheumatism. So the main property and that is historically known as, is the toothache tree, because it has pain relieving properties. These are particularly for toothaches. It may also help with muscle and joint pain, and that's why this is helpful for rheumatism. Digestive aid, the bark has been traditionally used to alleviate digestive complaints such as diarrhea and indigestion, and it also alleviates digestive complaints such as diarrhea and indigestion. And so that was written in here twice. So anti-inflammatory conditions like arthritis, by inhibiting inflammatory hormones, and that's very important. Like a lot of hormones are inflammatory, and then the antimicrobial, chelarethrin, and antifungal furanocoumarines. So finally, teas and tinctures. Prickly ash bark can be prepared as a tea or tincture for internal use. You can chew the bark. The bark was chewed to relieve tooth pain, and then topical applications. The bark was used topically for its pain relieving effects on skin and open sores. So again, this is not FDA approved, and should not be ingested during pregnancy or breastfeeding. But these are some of the properties and application methods. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.